I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a minimum viable innovation system. Now, I wish I'd been smart enough to create this, because Lorraine and I would now be living in the Caribbean on a craggy ledge and looking out at our 40-foot live-on sailboat. But I didn't, so we don't. So here we go. So let me tell you, Stacy's cool, thank you very much, right? So here's what it is. All right, if you sit down for 90 days, for the next 90 days of your life, and you were able to get permission inside of your organization, you could completely turn your organization upside down without hurting a soul. Now, let's come back to some things that I think we all know. Back after World War II, and our forefathers came out and started to create the businesses that we create, we learned that they brought that military model with them. And that military model was about structure. It was about layers. It was about, you had generals commanding, the whole next level and the whole next level. So they brought this structure with them out in there, and they said at some point in time, the corporals, the privates, they don't think they do. So what we lost at that particular moment in time is we lost all the creative juice that all these people bring to their lives, but they don't bring to their work. For instance, people sometimes in the workplace, they go out and they retire, and when you go to their retirement party and people get up and speak, they talk about the things that they've done with their life. This person was the head of a nonprofit and raised millions and millions of dollars. You didn't even know him. You didn't even know him. They fought in the war and they got a Silver Star. You didn't even know him. Right? We are not touching a lot of the creative ability inside of our workforces. So as you start to sit down in Harvard, smart folks that they are, said that if you could get permission inside your organization, every organization could tap into every human being in a thoughtful way. You can't turn the craziness on, right? Let's not stop the business because we turn on the crazy. But you can find a way to get those resources to bubble up. You've got to have good systems and a good idea about ways to do it, but then you've got to give them permission. All right? So the minimum viable innovation system really talks about determining gaps and talking about all this stuff. And if you guys ever want to talk about this or look at this, we're glad to share it with you. But it's a way within 90 days to get your organization turned upside down. And when on the iteration that we did last on innovation, Stacy was part of our group there. We had the guy from Southworth, James, who's one of the owners at Southworth, going back between every session and making people crazy inside the organization. Because as you might imagine, he's running right up against all the old guard who are sitting back going, what are you doing? What are those people at Priority Learning doing to you? Right? They're infecting your mind. So he kept running smack into this thing every single time. And he was doggedly determined with these things. There's no way he was backing down. And I think the story of Southworth may be the story of James before we're done. One of those kind of things. Because I think he finally got it.
He was getting there.
He was getting there. And he's an owner. Right? So at some point in time, yeah, how's that? Get a little leverage now. Young, smart guy who really wanted to put the minimum innovation system together. You just probably should know almost every person that comes to work has two motivators. Okay? We do this in all of our priority learning programs. Number one motivator is they want to be appreciated. Nobody's here even a bit surprised by that at all, because it's what we all want. And I always tell the story about somebody calling me on a Friday afternoon because we did a workshop on Tuesday. And, I've done 2 workshops since, but it's Friday, we're tired like everybody, we're working hard. And somebody picks up a phone and they call you on Friday afternoon. And they go, I just wanted to tell you that Tuesday was a big day for me. You made all the difference in the world. And if you think it doesn't move us, would it move you? Would it move you? And we all need it. Every single one of us need to be appreciated for the work we do. The second part, the second key motivator is really simple. It's participation. Nothing that makes us feel any better than having somebody ask our opinion. And we don't ask enough. Right? Because we don't know what to do when we have to say, we can't use your opinion, but thank you for giving it to us. We don't know how to do that. This idea of having, well, you give me an opinion, I've got to use your idea. I asked for your opinion because I wanted a different point of view, and I'll probably get 10 different points of view, and I can't use them all. But that idea of asking is pretty powerful. As long as people know the rules, they understand the guidelines, and all that kind of stuff. So here's what I would tell you as we come down the home stretch here. You're looking in every one of your organizations, and I don't care if it's up at Huhtamaki or it's out at Blue Talk, you are not even coming close to touching the innovation inside of your organization. That's what we learned, right? When we were doing the program, and of course people like us are designers, and we're putting together this, and we're doing our homework and our research and creating all these activities, making it fun. Let me tell you what we learned. Because Stacy and I were comparing notes. We're going, I didn't know anything about innovation. I didn't. And I'm just starting to learn. I only know that there's an unlimited volume of great ideas that could be implemented tomorrow in everybody's organization. We haven't asked, we don't know how to ask, we don't know how to get the system working, but when you figure it out, it's going to put you competitively ahead of everybody else, because you'll be first in every market that you get into.